Mark Anthony here for SiGMA TV. I am here with the winner of the startup pitch, Yash from Credexon. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
I bet you are. You are the winner of the startup pitch, the SiGMA startup pitch in Asia 2023. What does it feel like to win such a prestigious award?
First of all, thank you to SiGMA for giving me the opportunity to be able to pitch. I think startups, especially like ours, get like very little visibility. So it's really good that we're able to get out there and be able to get recognized. So obviously credit goes to SiGMA for that, to be able to organize this event and, organize it everywhere. Like this is in Asia, they will do one in Dubai, they will do one in America. So it's really good to be represented, and I'm very happy to have won, of course.
Brilliant. Yash, I'm curious. I've been at your startup pitch and I heard you out. You said something which is user is king. Elaborate a little bit on that for me.
Yeah, so of course, in any business, not just mine, the customer or the user is always the king. So you should make the product not according to yourself, but according to the user needs. So that's how I came across with the idea as well. Like I've been into gaming and I've been a very big sports fan since I was young. And basically, I wanted to create a platform that is for the user, more than for us. So basically, what we're doing in the platform is we introduced a lot of USPs that would help the user be able to relate with the platform and love the platform. So basically, when I say user is king, I mean that I need to create a platform where the user has engagement, where the user has choice, where the user has power, where he has freedom. So that was the whole point behind it, because ultimately it's the user who will use the platform, and ultimately it's the user who like the platform. So in terms of Credexon, when I say user is king, what we have done with the app is that we're giving a lot of data and statistics to the user. So like usually on most of the gaming apps or the betting apps, the user is supposed to Google what's happening, or they're supposed to check from a different source what's actually going on, or it's just assume that they know about what's going on because they're using the gaming app. But that's not something that I thought. We are basically providing a one-stop solution for everything. So that's why we're providing a lot of data and statistics on a platform for the ease and convenience of the user. Apart from that, also the second and the more important point was that you have to give the user power and you have to give the user influence. So mostly like odds are fixed always, and you always know like it's either 3-1 or 5-1 or 8-1, and the users just gotta take that and deal with it. But what we thought was that no, it's the user's platform. The user's gonna decide the odds as well. So that's why we came up with the stock market idea as well, that you can put your wager, but the interesting and the more engaging part would be that you don't know what the return would be, because there'll be millions of others, hopefully millions of other users who would also have their own opinion. So that's why you're basically empowering the user. And apart from that, also I think we're giving user a lot of choice, because when you think of fantasy, you just think of that one type of traditional game mode where you're making your team and you're choosing, you're enrolling in contests. But what we are doing is we're giving a lot of variety to the user. So we're introducing 3 or 4 different game modes with different objectives, with working in different areas. So basically the user is empowered to not only choose from different games, but also see the data and benefit from it, and obviously like also acknowledge or influence the payouts that they're going to get.
Yes, you are a super customer-orientated individual, and I'm very happy about that. So you've combined finance and fantasy together, okay? So you have the finance aficionados, and you have the fantasy aficionado. How did you bring these two together?
So actually, you would not believe this. There are a lot of companies who are doing the same thing, but I was not aware of this when I came up with the idea. I thought that this was my idea. The thing is that back when I was maybe 13, 14, my father's always been into the stock market. Like he's a seasoned investor, he's a seasoned trader as well, and obviously tried to get me into it as well. But I didn't really get much into finance, because I didn't really relate with, say, a metal company or a steel company or a logistics company. Like it's similar to other commodities like gold or crypto or anything like that. So basically, I used to think that what if there was a market for some things that I like, for example, sports. So like I thought that sports could also be used as a commodity. So that is basically where the idea initially came from. And then in terms of fantasy sports, as you would know, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's very, very popular popular, it's very, very common. But having said that, it is still looking for a change. Like when you think of, like I said before, when you think of fantasy, it's just one type of game mode. So that's basically where the idea came from. Like I wanted a stock market of my own where you could invest in players, and then basically, yeah, I just tried to conceptualize a few game modes together, and here we are.
Amazing. Well, I mean, this is an industry which is growing rapidly. Okay, we have a $20 billion industry, which is projected to become a $50 billion industry by 2027. Do you actually see this happening?
Oh, for sure. I think it'll be more than 50 billion, to be honest with you. Because, see, yeah, I mean, the gaming industry has always been very big. In India, it's very big. Now, internationally, it's becoming, a lot of people. Earlier, it was just sports betting and iGaming, but now it's the fantasy sports industry. So it's going to become very big. And especially with companies like ours, and there are others as well who are getting new and innovative concepts, it's just going to get better from here.
Amazing, amazing. Yash, I have one final question for you. So there are a lot of event companies out there which are very close to this industry. However, you have decided to partake in a SiGMA event. What drew you to it?
Yeah, I mean, I was there at ICE before, and then I heard about SiGMA as well, and I think it was really nice that SiGMA was doing a lot of events all across the globe, like I mentioned before. So yeah, I mean, I saw this opportunity because this event was in Asia. We are based in Asia. Obviously, we want to go global as well. So yeah, I mean, basically coupled with the fact that it was in Asia, and also that there was basically a platform for startups like us to pitch, was an easy decision.
What would you recommend all the startups out there that are hoping to get into the sphere, however, are finding difficulties? What would you recommend them as a fellow startup yourself, who is in your humble beginnings, took over the whole of SiGMA Startup Pitch, and you're now sitting next to me, a triumphant winner? What's your recommendation to them?
You're too kind, first of all. No, my recommendation is just that I guess we have to keep fighting. We have to keep working, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, if you have an idea, you believe in it. You don't care what other people think. You don't care what the outside world thinks. They will take note. So yeah, I mean, for every startup out there, just be like, to work hard, and to obviously have your own identity, and basically embrace it till as long as you can.
Yes, I would like to thank you very much for stopping by. I mean, I know that from now on, you're going to be a very super busy guy, so your schedule is going to be filling up. Of course, of course, of course. I would like to congratulate you on your success, and SiGMA looks forward to seeing you grow more and more in the coming months, weeks, actually days. Yash, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you very much.